Hello and welcome to the Soul Network's computer-aided dispatch tutorial. Whenever you come to the CAD system on our website, you're going to click the sign up button and of course sign up for the CAD. But I already have an account and it's going to have an approval process whenever you do sign up. It can take a few hours to actually get approved, so you're going to have to wait a couple of minutes, hours, days potentially to get your account approved. Now we're going to go ahead and log in with my account that's already been approved by the administrators. It's going to come to this dashboard that shows a few statistics. Of course, this is only a temporary solution to our current CAD. We have a one being developed currently, which is going to take a few days, but this is our only solution for now. Now, we're going to go ahead and start with the civilian tab. This is commonly what people are going to be looking at. So this is the character creator area. So whenever you register a new character or you just get in the game, you need to fill out all these details according to your character in the game. It needs to be exact, so if you ever change your hair color or something, you would want to update this just to make sure it's in check. So we're going to go ahead and open up my character that's already been made. And you can see from here, this is the civilian module. This is going to be our dashboard. So we need to register our vehicles and our firearms. So for example, if we wanted to register, we need to register, for example, our pump shotgun. Valid. Firearm added to system. There we go. Gives us a serial number automatically generated. And if we need to add a vehicle, you need to go in game and get the license plate on the back of your vehicle that you actually own. It should be around 6 digits max, unless something else changes on it. You're going to need to set the color of your vehicle. So the main color that is emitted off the vehicle needs to be selected here. Insurance status. You can select your insurance status here to make your own roleplay there. And registration status, of course, can be valid. And of course, you put the vehicle model. So say if it's a Zentorno, you could put Zentorno or you could put Lamborghini, because we have realistic vehicles on the server. So whatever make your car is, and you know what it is, you could just put the manufacturer there and that'll be good enough. But if you know the exact model, that could also help out. With this CAD system, we have a new 911 call section. So if you have a call that you want to go ahead and submit to 911 and get people to come help you out, this is the best way to do it. Call description. You could say noise complaint. Street, you could put we do Mariana Drive, for example. Postal, we'll just put 1. Create a new call. A 911 call is going to be sent to the dispatcher, which is here, and I think it also gets sent to law enforcement, and they can take the calls and respond to them accordingly. Once again, you have your arrest records here, which is shown in the introduction, that you will be able to see all these things are all going to be on file. You can also have a warrant placed on you. You can even add warrant on yourself, which is there. That's something you can create RP with. Over here is tickets. So if you've ever been issued a ticket or fine, that's where they'll be all located. Here's license management. So you can get a driver's license. You can make it valid, suspended, revoked, fake. Now, whenever you have an actual driver's license in the game, you need to make sure you update this. So that's license management. Next, we're going to need to go over to law enforcement. We're going to go ahead and create a character for this. Your call sign is 1A- and then your choice of numbers. So I'm going to do 78. Our division right now is going to be LSPD, Los Angeles Police Department. And then we need to make a name. Joe Good. Create character. Over here we're going to go ahead and select our character. And this is going to be the law enforcement module, where it's going to say everything you need to know. There's a panic button. There's going to be active units, a notepad, arrest report, a ticket report, a weapon database, a vehicle database, name database. So say if we need to search someone, for example, test name. We can look up all their information. They don't have a driver's license? Boom. Tells us all of their information, what they should look like, their weight, their height. Any previous tickets, previous arrest, and warrants that might be out for their name. So there's no active warrants on Mr. Test's name. Vehicle database, you just search out the plate. This is what happens whenever the civilians actually register their plate. So we're going to go ahead and do a ticket report here. Select name, so we'll go ahead and put one on test name. Take a location, or a drive, find them out. 300 reckless drive. That's nice. Spell reckless driving. Reckless driving. Let's see, test name. Submit ticket. There we go. Ticket's been created. Now that's going to be in the database. So over here's our status. We can put it on 10.8. Makes this available. Essentially. Let's go back to arrest report now. This is where you make an arrest report. So say if we arrested someone. Summary. Submit arrest report. That's going to be marked now on their record. Notepad, you can just write stuff in here. Active units looks at other active units. So as you can see, Saul Sykes is currently 10.8. Panic button activates a panic button that is sent to dispatch. So we'll go ahead and press that. And it goes into my calls. So yeah, the only one that can really stop a panic button is going to be the dispatcher, so we'll get to that in a minute. You can go ahead and do a quick warrant creator. So say if we need to put a warrant on someone, we know who it is, do that. Murder of an LEO, add warrant. Now that person has a warrant, so when we go and check the name database, say if we need to test name. Oh, he's wanted, proceed with caution. There we go. Here's his prior arrest. There's his ticket. Still no licenses, etc. But it tells us he is wanted. So that is the law enforcement module of our CAD. Now we're going to head over to the EMS section. So we haven't really came up with call signs for EMTs, but we'll just do EMT 12 or something to start. So we're going to go select our identity here. I didn't really pick a name. Now, there isn't much. You can set your division, of course. We'll just do the ambulance for now. And that's basically just going to show everything that the EMS needs to respond to. There isn't much you can really do here. You can type on your notepad. And that's just about it for EMS. It's just so you can respond to calls. Now we're going to head over to our dispatch. So just do like 1B09 and create a name for that, but make sure you do that. So we're going to go ahead and click Go on Duty here as our dispatcher. Now we're an active dispatcher. So as you can see, these are all the 911 calls. This is the panic buttons that we pressed here. As you can see, we have EMT 12, which is currently available. Then we have Joe Good, who is also 10.8. So these are our active units that are logged into the CAD that we can look at. It tells us their division and, of course, the department that they're affiliated with. So, say if a panic button was just pressed, set priority call status, of course, etc. So everyone would typically respond to that. Now, say if we need to create a call or a bolo, so like be on the lookout for. What should we be on the lookout for? We'll just say like a Crown Vic Brown. That's a good example of a bolo. Bolo's been added. There's the bolo list right here. Weapon database. We could search all this stuff. So if someone called in radio and they needed us to look at it, so they didn't have to go into their system, which typically how it should be ran. If there's no dispatch online, of course the officer then can have all those tools to his use. Once again, we can create calls, 911 calls, so if a 911 call is given, then that's where they can create that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for that module. We're going to go ahead and go off duty now. And that concludes our tutorial of the computer-aided dispatch at the Soul Networks. So hopefully this video helped you, and have a great day.